I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence, then let them in, chalk up their body, another one body, that's just how it go. I got some secrets, I'm shaking the game so they stay on their toes. Stay in your lane, how to stay on the go. I came to play with the pros and act like a rookie, so they overlook me, then I double up again, none of their knows. None of them cold, they just got lucky but never adapted, so I'm to the one if it's coming to blows. My enemies cutting it close, I let them think that they got me, but what do you know? I had them beat before we ever spoke, I'm ready for smoke. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Startup on the Blocks, and we're glad to have you here for our pitch competition. And I wanted to invite Ira up to the stage. So let me get him up here. Hey, Ira, how are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Fantastic. I wanted to bring you up and thank you for being sponsoring this pitch competition. We really really appreciate First Bank and their efforts to support what we're doing.
Yes, sir. It's first of all, it's an honor to be a part of this. One thing with us at the First, we want to continue to help engage the community. I actually work in the community development department. So I do a lot of work with the community and with entrepreneurs, economic development, affordable housing, and so on and so forth. And so we at the First make sure that, one of the pillars that we stand by is actually being a community bank. Even though we are a $5.5 billion bank, we're still considered a community bank at heart, because what we do in the community matters to a lot of our stakeholders. So it's a pleasure and an honor for us to continue to be a sponsor and support you guys in this effort.
Yes, thank you very much, and we'll look forward to your comments, being a judge and listening to the pitches. And so we definitely, I'm pretty sure the contestant will appreciate your feedback.
Yes, sir.
All righty, you're welcome to hang on for a minute, and I'm gonna share a couple of things about Startup on the Blocks, and I think it'll be good, to kind of go over it with you, so the audience can kind of know what we're all about. So today we're having this pitch competition, and Industry Bank, Industry Hotels, they sponsored our first two pitch competition, and our strong partner with the Gulf Coast Minority Chamber of Commerce, and Brian, he is definitely a great collaborator in supporting startups and small businesses as well. The Pensacola Chamber, they're been supporting us and what we're doing, and also offering prizes just like the chamber. And we also work with the Small Business Development Center, and our streaming partner is Bantucola. Chris Hendrick, he's been a godsend for us to kind of help us get going, and we definitely appreciate Gulf Power. They're kind of like our title sponsor. They're really making an investment to support what we're doing on Startup on the Blocks, and because of them, we'll be able to launch some new things in the coming year as well. So let's see here. Yeah, so the contestants, this is kind of the prize summary. We're going to got two categories. We got future and current founders, and we'll do a first and second place there. They're going to be going up first, and then after they finish, then we'll be listening to the folks that's been participated in our cohorts, and so and they'll get offered prizes as well. So, and we want to thank all the folks that donated prizes, like you all, Ira, money, the cash money part of it, and the Pensacola Chamber and the Minority Chamber and Bantucola for the other prizes. But all the semifinalists, we're going to offer them a lot of goodies as well. We're going to invite them in to Startup on the Blocks and let them take advantage of some of the tools we have to help them grow their startup. And so portfolio companies, these are the founders that'll be pitching tonight, and then also over here our feature founders. So I know some of them are a little nervous, but we're excited to have them here. It's a learning experience for them, and so we're here to support them and help them learn and give them feedback so they can keep on growing. And we had these are our semifinalists, and so we're excited about all these new folks coming into the fold of Startup on the Blocks, and we plan to support them as much as we can. And so the key thing about Startup on the Blocks, this is our playbook, and we want all the founders to follow this playbook. If they follow this playbook, you won't have any issues or problem with making progress and building up. And so first we make sure they get their mindset and understand why, what they're getting themselves into when they come into the startup world. The startup world have really big rewards and, a lot of free stuff and support, a lot of cash, but you have to be in that founder's mindset and communicate like a founder. You have to learn this lean startup methodology, because that's like your one-page business plan, and all these applications that you get for pitch competition, accelerator programs that provide funding, they literally ask you the same questions that are in that lean stack. And then our startup school, startupschool.org, that's from Y Combinator, and they kind of wrote the book for founders. And so if you go through that class, you will definitely understand what it's all about. And when you create a profile on f6s.com, it actually it's got like 4 of the million founders on there, and they offer these founders all these different freebies and discounts on products and service. So it's a pretty interesting situation. And so and you can find all our events on events.kukuainstitute.org, and we send out a weekly newsletter with the links to all the as many opportunities as we can find, like pitch competitions, accelerator program, pre-accelerator program, all the resources that a founder, would need to kind of keep moving forward. So that'll do that. And so what do you think about all that, Ira?
Yes, sir. I think it's a great startup. You tell you what, when you give them the playbook, I think that was the key. You give them the playbook and they follow that, then it puts them in a very, very good position to be successful in their endeavors.
All righty. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Well, you get ready to do some judging, and we'll look forward to hearing your questions there. All righty.
All right.
Thank you. Okay. Bye. Hey, Lloyd Jr., how you doing? I guess we get everybody's coming in here, so we need to make some room for them backstage here. So.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to be here for our fall 2021 pitch competition. And without any further ado, we can go ahead and get started with our first contestant if you're ready.
All righty. Well, I'll get out of your way then.
Cameron Howard with Convofo coming up forward first. And once he's up online and we have his screen up, we will have him go ahead and get started. All righty. Cameron, here you go. Your time starts now.
All right. Thank you. Hello, my name is Cameron, and I am the founder of Convo, an innovative photo AI platform where we increase conversions through photo analysis. So the biggest variable in a successful ad is the creative. And marketers want to know why an image is successful. Well, what part of the ad performs? And when it comes to that, marketers also often have problems judging what quality content is and why an ad is performing. For specific projects, it can be hard to get that perfect photo that reaches your target demographic that's not a stock photo and doesn't cost $1,000, $1,500. On the flip side of that, photographers want to know what people like about their images and why an image might be performing. And a lot of photographers are not getting paid enough from stock photos. It might be, $15, $20 a photo, if that. So our solution is a couple different things. Number one is AI photo analysis, where we You can upload a photo and get an accurate score for it, 0 to 100, with other data points to make better decisions. You can get dedicated photos from experts like photographers on our marketplace, and the pool of experts will shoot perfect photos for any projects based on the criteria provided. The other part that we have is our brand leverage. So we can get results by using not only the data from photo analysis, but also machine learning from your marketing platforms and figure out, okay, what part of an image is actually driving conversions. On the flip side of that, we want to be able to pay photographers more so they can take better project or better pictures. So the way we do that is by actually paying them based on the quality of photos they take. The other way that they can contribute to our ecosystem is by rating images, because photographers know what quality photos are versus other people, other marketers, other business owners. And then if they do really well, we even give a performance bonus based off of their conversions. So how do we even know that this is something that's needed in the market? Well, we surveyed a group of digital marketers and asked them if they would like a system to score their photos so they can improve conversions. And the answer was overwhelmingly yes. So what does our product include? It includes photo scoring. So it's an AI photo score where users can get real data for all their photos, a marketplace where you can engage professional commercial photographers to shoot highly targeted project-based photos to sell to your users. We charge a little percentage of the profit, and we'll get to that in a second. Then there's also photo analysis, where using AI, we detect labels, text, objects, even dominant colors and emotions in the image, and we make use of that data. And the really cool part is there's no seasonality to this because marketing is an everyday thing. So what type of projects are we working on? Well, we're working currently on our photo scoring. So that project is just launched. Our next project is video scoring, where we'll be judging ad content on kind
Wonderful
of
job, Cameron. I'm going to have to cut you off here. Welcome. This is where it gets cutthroat. Judges, do you have any questions for Cameron? Okay, we have Ira coming up with a question. Go ahead, Ira.
Yes, sir. I have the question I have is, what are how does the competition is? I see this, and I think the first thing come to mind is the stock photos that you can get online. How do you see yourself competing against that?
Well, the problem with stock photos is that you have the problem of seeing those stock photos everywhere. They all show up in all different, different websites. You'll see repeated pictures all over the place. And there's honestly no personalization to it. Not only with that, but stock photos, they really don't, photographers don't get paid a lot of money for that. And so with that, the effort level is a little bit different. And so that's how we kind of plan on competing with that, is because with stock photos, they're not necessarily targeted to say, if somebody needs something about a boat on the water and they need certain colors or they need this type of image, we can provide that very specific type of images versus, hey, I need a plant, or hey, I need, something for marketing.
Very good.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, any other questions from our judges? Okay, Brian Wire is coming forward.
Hello, great presentation. The question I had was, how do you plan on reaching out to your customers to get them to use your product?
Absolutely, that's a great question. So the way we plan on reaching out to our customers is with a heavy emphasis on collaboration and strong content marketing. I have a background in video production and digital marketing, and I'm also a photographer as well. And so we plan on actually doing creation events, convo creation events, and doing that, having a ripple effect in the market. So that's our main way of getting out and getting people to adopt our product.
Are there any other judges with questions? Thank you, Brian. All righty. We'll wait a few moments here. Great presentation there, Cameron. I'll wait to see if there's any more questions from the judges. Yeah, I see Ira has a question.
One last question. In regards to, I know with photography, I was just hearing just lately how many pictures and how many photos have been hacked and stolen and used in other areas. How do you see yourself protecting the photographers' photos as far as your clients when you use those photos?
That's a great question, and the slide is up here perfectly that answers that question, right? So we are hoping to actually use the blockchain and have each image being like an NFT, so that there is verifiable transparency of accountability of, hey, this image belongs to this photographer. And then also we want to incorporate smart contracts, so then whenever a image is used in an ad creative, then whenever that image, I guess, triggers a conversion, and there'll be like an additional token administered.
Go ahead, Bridget.
Hello. Listen, Cameron, I thought you did an amazing job pitching. So excellent work there. I was just really, really curious. Do you have any early adopters, any early users that have actually tested this out already?
That's a great question. And right now, we are working on a pilot phase. So right now, we're open to take businesses. We're still planning to launch in early February. So we are pre-revenue, but we're really making sure we have all our processes down, and we're just looking to take in pilot projects so that we have use cases that we can show and use that for our content marketing as well.
Okay. Excellent work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Bridget. Is there any other judges' questions while we have about 45 seconds left? Any other judge questions?
How do I get on stage? Okay. Thank you, LJ. Cameron, great job. Look, tell me a little bit more about your team. I see that you're quite skilled, but do you have any other members of your team?
Yes, that's a great question, and I do. It's currently me and one other programmer. He's freelance for me, and he's been helping me develop this. I have a background in content creation, digital marketing, but I also have a background in data analysis and a little bit of Python programming. And so I've been working along with this full stack developer to deliver like a cloud solution using AI. So
that's great. Thank you so much, Cameron. I apologize I don't let you get your full answer out, but we're going to have to keep moving forward. Our next competition, thank you. You can stop sharing. Our next person coming forward will be John Lomax with GQS Enterprise. Here we go, John. We'll get you going here. All right, your time starts now.
Good evening, everyone. How's it going? My name is John Lomax. As he stated, I'm with GQS. I'm sorry. I can't see the bottom of my, that's okay. I'm the business development of GQS. Our program here today will be saving our planet. And how we're going to do that is we're going to attack the plastic waste issue that we have around the world. We have a program that we call Trash to Cash, and that program is the ultimate plastic management waste system. As you all know, that the waste has become a major issue in the country, around the world. And due to the waste problem, we are losing our wildlife, our marine life, and many of our environments are being affected by the pollution, so to speak, or the waste, the plastic waste. And so what I want to do is create a solution to tackle that. I have 20 years experience working in the plastic manufacturing industry. Back in 2009, I implemented a Trash to Cash program where we was throwing thousands of pounds of waste in the landfill in Perdido Key, and we minimized that to 0%. I would say 0% is attainable, but you got to have the proper procedure and policies in place to help you reach that goal. As you can see from some of my photos, we have a problem with wildlife eating up the plastic waste. And Florida is a tourist state, and if we don't do diligence as far as taking care of our environment, then Florida would be it won't be a sunshine state anymore. Here's the solution to that. We have 3 solutions where you can get the plastic waste. You can turn that waste into energy. You can also reuse that waste, and you can reprocess that waste and make some fuel oil and sell it back to the manufacturers, the gas manufacturers. I've discussed it with the local municipality. I've contacted ECUA. I've also discussed this with the state level EPA and on the federal level as well. My program is in the infancy state, but we're still moving to see if we can move along with plastic.
Great job. Great
recycling.
job, John. I'm coming here to interrupt you, to bring our judges on stage to ask you a few questions. We have the 5 minutes going up. Judges, do you have any questions for John Lomax? Just raise your hands when you're ready. Bridget, I see Bridget's coming forward. Go ahead, Bridget.
Listen, great work. I definitely understand, how challenging and how nerve-wracking that pitching can be. So even though things didn't necessarily work out the way you intended to in the beginning, I do appreciate you pressing through. I wanted to ask you really quickly about your market, right? So what is the serviceable, attainable market? The size of the market that you and your team will actually be able to reach, maybe in like the first year that you intend to go after this.
Well, my first year, I've been looking at Escambia County. I've been talking with the mayor in Pensacola, as well as the county members at the Perdido Key landfill. Escambia County, we have a state record of 75% waste, and we only less than 10%. 2014, we spent $6 million on some waste reduction equipment. We still beneath the 10% guideline. So my program can help us reach our goal according to the state recommendations.
Okay, all right, sounds good. And just one last question: what is your revenue model for
it's in the infancy state, but I've got some numbers for the crude oil, about 120 a year, starting off one machine that's turning into oil. It depends on which route the municipality really want to take and how much they're willing to work with me as far as getting this plastic and processing it into the, recycle, reuse, or reduce, but whichever way we choose that is best for that municipality.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bridget. Are there any other? Okay, I'll have Brian go first and then Vercel. Go ahead, Brian, you're online.
Great. Thank you so much for the presentation. Is your process proprietary that only you have done this process before and it's going to be trademarked or copyrighted, or is it something that other technology have used this in the past?
No, I'm sure other technology have used it. What I do is make process efficient by using the Lean Six Sigma technology methodologies, and so that's what I used before when I addressed the problem over at the Cantonment area.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm kind of following on to Brian's question about competition. I would imagine large companies like Waste Management, that this will be a key project for large companies like that. And my question, quite frankly, is, or would you consider them a major competitor?
Well, I mean, it's either a competitor or a joint venture. I mean, so what I would like to do is utilize the platforms that's there, and instead of recreating the wheel, get a joint venture together so we can scale up fastly and address the issue that we have in our county.
Yeah. Have you approached large companies like Waste Management?
I've approached ECUA. I've talked to some of the directors, and we still in the process of negotiating, of discussing.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Any more judges? We have about 1 minute left. Okay, I see Ira. Go
Yes,
ahead,
sir.
Ira.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your presentation. And the question I have is, this seems really, really specific as far as skill base and knowledge base. Can you please talk to me a little bit about your team and about your skill set and your knowledge of this particular venture?
Like I said, I did this in 2009 using the Lean Six Sigma. I got a few PhDs on my team that's and some other technicians who got 20 or 30 years in this environment. So I'm discussing with some people in Africa, just all over this world with this waste reduction. So I can get my hands on the talent really fast.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful presentation. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next presenters. Thank you, John. Our next company that is coming up is Elijah Rigsby with Icon Tradables. Okay, we'll have him come up in just a moment here.
Hello.
Well, there, how you doing today? Your time starts now.
All right. All right. 1 second here. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elijah Rigsby, CEO and founder of Icon Tradables LLC. Icon Tradables is an NFT and digital art warehouse specializing in bringing 2D and 3D artwork to life. Icon Tradables was born on the beginnings of an era of digital assets and NFTs. But we noticed there was a problem. Artists were having a hard time integrating their physical artwork with the new technology. So we decided we'd step in and bridge that gap using digitization and blockchain technology. On the screen, you can view an example of a simplified digitization process with the before and after. The NFT space has a current market value of around $30 billion. Our initial target market is 750,000. Our current revenue model consists of business to artists, digital art, artists, and virtual art galleries. We offer NFT development plans, which is a tier-based subscription service to fit the needs of any artist. Our current competition consists of other digital art exchanges. Exchanges are marketplaces in which digital assets are bought and sold. The top 3 exchanges currently being OpenSea, Axie Infinity Marketplace, and Larva Labs. Our current traction consists of popularity in art and NFTs. Simply think of an NFT as a digital asset. These can range from music to art or even experiences. We have a published website. We've published and minted more than 30 pieces of digital art. We're connected to several NFT groups on Discord. We're marketing on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We're developing our art metaverse, which is a virtual environment in which you can interact with objects and other people. And we're developing our own digital currency, which will be used in our metaverse using blockchain technology. Our current team consists of me and 2 consultants. On this page, you can view some of our contact information, our email, and our website address. And at this time, I would just like to thank the judges for allowing me to present. And I would like to encourage anyone to visit icontradables.com as we have much more to bring. At this time, I'll be taking any questions from the judges.
Great job. Great job. Thank you for being on time with that. Judges, let me know when you all are ready to have some questions. All right, we're going to bring Bridget up. Hi, Bridget.
Well, hello there. Listen, Elijah, I thought you did a brilliant job with this presentation. You know, as an engineer, I certainly understand the market for NFTs, especially right now. So it's timely. So I wanted to ask you a little bit more about your numbers, right? With the team that you currently have right now, what size of the market are you guys able to capture with your marketplace?
Right now, the sizable market that we really want to focus on a niche market, so to speak, especially in the African American community. There are a lot of African American artists that I've actually met personally and that I'm working with behind the scenes, and they just have some really amazing art. Like it will just really blow you away. And we're really focusing on that aspect. Right now, we're aiming for the $750,000 mark, but of course, it can be swayed above and below, including the NFT space, because it's just such a large and vast space right now.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Can you talk to me a little bit more about your traction?
Yes, ma'am. Our current traction right now, we're really marketing. The main thing that we have going right now, besides the website that we have and all the NFTs that we have currently available for sale, is the actual community building that we're trying to do behind the scenes. We're connected in NFT Discord groups and on social media, and we've been taking back feedback from the larger collections, just figuring out how we can scale our business to a sizable size. Right now, pretty much larger collections are beating out smaller collections. So artists who may have, a few pieces is having a hard time really marketing their work because it's just not as profitable to the larger audience right now.
Right, for sure. And I will try my best not to take up too much of the judges' time because I know they all want to speak to you right about now. Can you talk to me a little bit about, so you talked to me about the market, you talked to me a little bit about traction. Now the team that you have right now, you mentioned 2 consultants. What type of consultants are they?
They're basically freelance consultants, so to speak. There's no monetary connection there. They're pretty much interchangeable people that I have to help me throughout my process. So they're not technical employees, so to speak.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Hey, Elijah, great job. Look, you look like such a young man, an intelligent young man. Could you tell me a little bit more about your personal background, a little bit about your team, a little bit more about your team, please?
Right now, my personal background, I'm a student at Pensacola State. I'm currently studying graphic design. That's pretty much how I got introduced to this space. In that process, I've met a lot of different artists and things like that who are somewhat intimidated by this new coming market. And I just felt like it was a need for me to step in and kind of bridge that gap between a lot of people making a lot of money right now and, being able to share their art, which I feel is important over anything. And I really just wanted to step in and do that. As far as the team aspect, right now, they're pretty much people that I've worked with in the past as far as making art and things like that. And they've been aiding me in that process of building the business.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, Elijah, real quick. Well, the question I have for you is, tell me a little bit about your competition and how you're hedging yourself against that.
Right now, as far as the competition, there's really no one-on-one engagement with individualized artists. Right now, it's pretty much just dominated by collections of tens of thousands of pieces with a few people artificially created art. We're really a niche business in the fact that we're trying to work one-on-one and help artists scale their art so that they can make a living, so to speak.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful job, Elijah. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next contestant. Right now, we're going to have Magenta Roots Scalp Care with Monica White as I bring her forward to the stage. Here we go. Welcome. Your time starts now, Monica.
Okay, let me get it off.
Monica, you want to make sure you stay online because you're currently on mute. Monica, we can't hear you. You're definitely going to have to come on off of mute. We can see your presentation, but we just can't hear you.
Unmute. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, your time is going, so you have 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay. Oh no, my presentation is on. Okay. Let me go to my. Okay.
Hi, my name is Monica White, and I'm the owner and creator of Magenta Roots Scalp Care, where we've created self-care for the scalp. Being a cosmetologist for over 10 years, I've come across many women living and dealing with a scalp condition. Magenta Roots is here for the woman dealing with the stress and frustration and sometimes embarrassment that comes along with living with a scalp condition. We are self-care, we are convenience, and we are your natural scalp solution. According to the Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology, 44% of Black women have reported a scalp condition. That's over 9 million Black women living with the discomfort every day of having a scalp condition. So what is causing this? As Black women, our crowns are our way we express ourselves and present ourselves to the world. But sometimes what we choose to do to our hair is the cause of our scalp condition. This, along with health-related issues, genetics, daily activities, and lifestyle, what we choose is not always best for our scalp conditions. So what is a woman to do, especially when a lot of the products on the market right now include harmful ingredients, are drying and harmful to the hair and scalp, and just simply inconvenient for Black women? Magenta Roots currently provides products that take you from the beginning of your scalp care journey to maintaining it. Our shampoos and conditioners, mist, serum, and scalp oil all contain natural ingredients that help treat and maintain the scalp, like zinc, bentonite clay, and aloe. For instance, our scalp cleansing wipes are our hero product. A lot of our customers love using it after workouts and after a flare-up, just to help keep and maintain a clean scalp.
All righty, that is your time there, Monica. Unfortunately, we're going to have to stop you. Judges, the time starts now. Do you have any questions for Monica? Okay, we're going to bring up Bridget with her first question.
Hello, Monica. Great work. As a Black woman, I'm always excited to see Black women creating solutions. For me, can you talk to me a little bit about the ingredients in your products and how they're safe for our hair?
So what I wanted to focus on was including more natural ingredients in our products because of what's going on in the stores, harmful chemicals and everything. So one of our top ingredients is aloe, which is very healing and moisturizing to the scalp, which is a big problem that we have in the Black hair care space. A lot of our products are petroleum based. They have a lot of salt in them. And so we're using these products directly on our scalp, which is the foundation of our hair. So I wanted to take those ingredients out and add in things that was going to work with us and not against us. Bentonite clay is a very good ingredient to help maintain the moisture on the scalp and break down different bacteria that cause dandruff and flaking on the scalp. And zinc is one of our more active ingredients in our products because zinc actually helps kill that natural fungus that grows on the scalp that causes dandruff and that can cause that buildup of bacteria on the scalp.
Okay, thank you. And as you were speaking, I wanted to ask you a little bit more about your team. Who is helping you to make this happen?
So right now, it's me and one other person that helps do my packaging, my shipping. I do most of my own work because it's it's just my ideal, and I'm trying to build that team, that loyal team that shares my vision and wants to work within my company and help grow it. So right now, I have me and one assistant that helps me.
Thank you so much. Great work.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Marcel?
Yes, Monica, great job.
Thank you.
Yes, look, you're entering a space that is very competitive.
Right.
Have you seriously considered teaming or partnering with larger companies that's already doing this, and they just help you bring your product to a larger customer base?
That's not something I have considered, just because my company is still really small and I'm still trying to grow my name and my presence in the space. But I do, in the future, would like to get under a company and kind of grow my company to, as long as they can stick to my vision
Right.
and stick to what I believe in as far as like providing safer products for Black women, then yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, judges, any more questions? Okay, Ira has a question, and then Brian.
Hey, great presentation. Even with the technicalities, issues. Being a father of a natural hair Black woman, I'm always concerned and to see and glad to see that you're doing what you're doing. Can you tell me a little bit about your marketing in regards to how you see yourself scaling this, making it bigger?
Right now, my marketing is mostly social media. I also am a salon owner, so I have that advantage of speaking directly to clients and customers in need of my products. I also travel and do trade shows and expos so that I can get directly in front of customers that are in need of my products as well. As far as like scaling, I plan on expanding my line to Black men, and also doing teas and probiotics because a lot of our scalp issues come from the inside. So I wanted to create products that could work within the body as well.
Thank you. That's good.
Hi, this is Brian. I think Ira actually asked most of the questions I had, but good job in the presentation. I like the video, the way you put the people in there and showed the product. That was very good. So as far as like a social impact type of a product with this, do the chemicals and everything that you use in it, are they in a way that can be promoted as having a good social impact for our customers?
Well, that's one thing that I wanted to do, was take the chemical out of our products, because a lot of times Black women, when we go into the store, our products are already full of chemicals. So I wanted to provide a product that was going to be safer and also provide a healing.
Thank you so much. That was such a great
Thank
answer.
you.
Thank you, Brian. We're going to move on to our final contestant of our new founders here, and that will be Mike Arbrue with Yodasec LLC.
You hear me?
Okay, Mike, you are on, and your time starts now.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right. Hey, my name is Michael Boy, and Super Nerd. I'm the co-founder of Yodasec, which is a cybersecurity and does attract skills, creative minds, especially in the Black community, to place them with companies that are in need of cybersecurity services. Our mission is very simple. We're trying to, again, we work with entities and bodies such as cyberversity and Black and cybersecurity, and some other entities that are promoting people in the space of cybersecurity, and then making sure there's a representation for these people. But me, I work for IBM right now as a security architect, and I also have been in the game for cybersecurity for a few years, and this is why I am qualified to help people in that sphere. So some very quick stats and facts. For every 2 cybersecurity jobs that are filled, there's 1 seat that's always empty, and you're going to find out why. because 46% people believe there's a lack of diversity in cybersecurity. 61% of respondents, based on a survey by ISACA, believe that companies are not creating enough resources for that, or people are not interested. So the stat speaks for themselves, and we can go left and right, and you're not very doing justice to the community that we are trying to attract with a solution. So what do we do with that? More than 1 out of every 20 open jobs in the United States right now is a cybersecurity job. So there's plenty of seat at the table. According to another survey by ISACA, which is one of the major head of cybersecurity in this country, we believe that 69% people say the cybersecurity teams are understaffed. Why? 58% have unfilled position in cybersecurity. 32% say it takes 6 months or more to fill security jobs at the organization. When you take a look at all that, and you look at the word equity, and then I put that here on purpose. Seeking equity does not mean taking a slice of someone's pie. This breeds resentment that aligns with zero-sum thinking. Equity means giving everyone access to essential ingredient and skill to bake their own pie. And this is what we want to do. So this is the problem statement and the opportunity that goes with the problem statement. Industries across the board are experiencing an unprecedented cybersecurity skills gap, with some estimate reporting there will be 3.5 million unfilled cybersecurity positions by 2021 of this year. So, Black or African Americans people make up only 3% of the information security.
Great job. Great job. I know you were trying to get everything in. Yep, that was your 3 minutes. Judges, do you have any questions? Okay, we are bringing Bridget up first for our first question. Go ahead, Bridget.
Hello there, Mike. Nice to meet you. Mike, I think what you're creating, the solution is amazing and would absolutely be something great if you're able to go ahead and accomplish this. I wanted to ask you about approaches to the market. How do you intend to, how exactly do you intend to solve such a massive scale problem?
Yeah, this is what we partner with good organizations such as Cyber City, which is a Black mentoring program that's recruiting Black and minorities in cybersecurity, women. We partner with WISIC, which is a Women in Cybersecurity, and also we do it with ICMP, which is a international consortium for minority and professional in cybersecurity. So this is how we plan to do that. So we partner with these organizations, and then from there they bring us talents, and then we help to skills and train these talents and place them with companies that need of that cybersecurity services.
Okay, so am I to assume that your business model is B2B as opposed to B2C?
Well, it could be, we could do both, right? So right now we are placed as the entity that connects, right? So we recruit and we replace. So businesses, they have a problem, a cybersecurity need. We match them with the talent, and then from there we go in that loop again. Let me see if I can find that for you. So it's very simple. We place in the middle, so we train, equip, minority talents, and then there's a demand for it, and then we fill that demand, and then we go back in the loop again.
Okay, sounds good. The last question that I have for you, Mike, is how do you measure success?
I measure success? I measure success the fact that when I know there's one seat that was empty on the 3 seats that I showed you earlier, it is filled not just by anybody, but it's filled by somebody that looks like me. That's success for me.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. Great presentation.
I wish I had more time.
Purcell?
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Mike. Great presentation. Look, I kind of understand cybersecurity a little bit. I'm not an expert like you, but this cyber criminal, REVIL, are you familiar with it?
So that what's the let's say
I'm going to
acronym you
spell it because I'm not sure what the acronym stands for. It's REVIL. That's a cyber criminal that's been attacking a lot of business networks lately, taking them over, and of course charging them a fee to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm let you finish. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm just curious, as you guys train the Black community, are you focusing on those types of issues, those key issues that businesses are concerned with?
Yeah, when we get the talent and we train them, we skill them, the training that they go through, it's it covers for the area of vulnerability, whether it's ransomware, which you're talking about, and the something like a defensive measure, offensive measure. So we go through all that training that covers that portion as well. So red teaming and blue teaming, that, as we call in cybersecurity, even the gray teaming. So that would they got training for that. Now the candidate, we don't force them to choose a path, right? So we kind of help them, guide them, towards a path, something that they enjoy doing. If they want to be in the offensive game, we skill them for that, we show them the path to take, the certification to take, to go cover that, whatever makes them happy.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
We have about 30 seconds. Any more judges have something quick to say or ask? No? All righty. Well, Mike, you did a wonderful job. I know it's a lot to do in a short period of time. It kind of just goes. But I always tell people that this is why we do what we do here. It feels under pressure, but you'll get it. All right.
Good. I appreciate that. Thanks for
Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, we're going to have a short commercial break, and I'll have my father come back forward and share a few slides with you. Hello, how you doing?
Great. Do I have to?
It's cutthroat, but people are ready today. They're ready.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed and with the pitches today, and so I think these founders or future founders, they have a lot to learn, but they're I can see some of them are at different stages, but I really appreciate the effort that they're making with this stuff. And my commercial break is all about our founders learning this lean startup methodology and following that startup on the blocks playbook. And so this pitching is kind of gets them familiar with the type of question that judges ask, and help them learn what to actually start working on, and so I think it's pretty fantastic. Any of the judges want to come up and make a few comments? Just raise your hand. Yes, yeah, Bridget, you're muted there, but Brian, go ahead if you got any comments so far.
Yeah, I definitely want to echo those points, Lloyd. This is a wonderful time to practice in a safe environment. When we do 1 million cups, the same kind of thing, getting your pitches done well, talking in front of people, getting the slides, the choreograph for the timing of you allowed it, and then being able to answer some of those questions. So I definitely agree on the format that you have given, and this practice is very valuable. And thanks everyone for getting out there and doing this.
Yeah, I really like you all's questions too. I think they were really fantastic. Bridget, you've been out in the startup world quite a while. So what was your impression of these new founders?
I thought, for founders that were brand new, I certainly think they picked up on it really well. So I think that speaks more to who trained and mentored them. So kudos, I would have to send right back to you, Lloyd. I thought that, for the amount of time that they've had to practice, even though there were like a couple of hiccups, that they did like a phenomenal job and they really executed well. So you were able to see that, and that really came across here.
Yes, one of the things that I tell the founders, and I don't think they they understand. We had a practice session last night, and we spent some time with the founders today as well. But you never know. All these streaming platforms, they seem like they're easy to do, but when you're a little nervous, you can kind of make a few mistakes. And so that, I guess those points is that you practice. This platform will be different than another platform, so you just have to kind of make sure. And I did notice that some of the other pitches I see, they go ahead and record the pitches just to kind of cut down on the technical difficulties. But I think it adds a little bit more flavor, when it's actually, the person seems like the person is right there or not, and that, I think that's kind of what the deal is. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves back started. We're waiting for a few moments for our portfolio companies to get ready and jump on. But our first portfolio company will be Troy Watts with Dribbles, the all-knowing cat. And so we'll have him come forward.
Go ahead and he can start sharing the screen and everything. But I think one thing about this StreamYard studio platform that's different, so when like the founder is playing some video in their presentation, it automatically mutes the mic. And I think that's what Monica actually ran into. She doesn't have, but if I'd have known she's going to be playing some video, I would have kind of told her that. Yeah. So I just want to make sure, so that's why it's always important to kind of communicate what you're doing and if you have any sound or stuff in your presentation.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much on that. And we're going to get back to our presentation. Troy, we're bringing you up and your time will start momentarily. Your time is starting now. Welcome, Troy.
Hi, I'm Troy Watts. I believe that children are our future. If we really want to impact society, let's take children from the ages of 0 to 6 and allow them to STEM with Dribbles and Friends. Children are not as engaged in STEAM programs, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics as needed. School systems are not providing proper tools for teachers to help children get interested in STEM. Or some schools do not offer or cannot even comprehend these programs. Our country will suffer dire consequences if the U.S. does not compete in global economics. Children are not engaged in the STEM program. We will use Dribbles and Friends as comforting tools to teach school systems how to engage children in meaningful learning activities, teach children how to become resilient problem solvers, teach children how to work through creative processes, teach children how to take thoughtful but careful risk. In the future, we plan to offer our products electronically to make them more accessible. Currently, customers can access our products through these channels: Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Target, and Walmart. Our competitors: Venture Radar, School Specialties, Common Sense. We will have actual products that children can relate to when doing STEAM assignments. Our STEAM lesson plans are basic, affordable, and effective so teachers can understand them. STEAM awareness. The STEAM online tutor market from 2020 to 2024 is expected to grow to $132 billion. Toys will reach revenues of $9.5 billion by 2025. The education app market is expected to grow to over $70 billion during 2021 to 2025. We are selling quality, yearly basic Dribbles and Friends STEAM lesson plans and training videos to schools from pre-K to grade 3. Lesson plans will start at 1 to 450 students at $6 per student, 451 to 700 students at $475 per student, 700 plus students at $350 per student. Before presenting Dribbles and Friends products to school systems, we tested the market to gauge consumer response. We sold Dribbles questions books on platforms like Amazon, Ingram Sparks, including retail. We sold a total of 450 physical books with no electronic book sales. We plan to retest the market to find out why our electronic book sales do not sell. Our team: Derek Bro is the president, and he's a designer. I'm the vice president. I'm a designer. Sandra Morris is the vice president and designer. Daniel Baker is a registered early childhood educator. The ask: we need help meeting with school systems. We are seeking investors who are willing to grow with us to help Dribbles and Friends attract overwhelming social impact. These are our contacts. Thank you for hearing me.
Great job. Great job. Judges? All right, we have Brian come up to the stage. You're on the live.
Hi, I just wanted to say, wonderful presentation. The slides, the passion. I mean, you made me want to go out there and find some school system and send them to you. So the passion you have is infection. The slides were amazing. Great job in your presentation. I guess that's not a real question, but the question I guess I really have for you is, where do you see yourself in the future with your project as far as scaling it even to the next level?
Well, as a matter of fact, we've already started scaling. We're looking at ourselves as parents, preschools. We also have a brand that's on YouTube. So we're looking at Dribbles to just be an actual brand along with the STEM system. And like I said, we've already started scaling.
Troy, professionally done. You can absolutely go win pitch competitions today. It is very clear you've done this before. I want to ask you about strategic partnerships. Have you partnered with any other entities to help you to reach some of your goals?
Yeah, well, actually, I partnered with Danielle Baker, who is a registered early childhood educator. She's a college professor and a licensed RRT practitioner. She holds a BSS in physics and has been teaching science to children for 18 years. Now, the thing about Danielle, she's able to write all of these programs that we need for Dribbles and to Dribbles to get into STEM programs, because she's the one explaining to me that a lot of them don't even comprehend what's going on with STEM. So we want to get into the STEM program so we can show people they can interact with Dribbles and friends to get the message across and to allow them to come into the STEM arena as from ages 0 to 6.
Sounds good. And can you tell me about your projected revenue for next year?
Well, we're really not sure, but we're actually looking at possibly about maybe 50,000, 60,000.
Thank you so much for your time, Troy.
Okay.
Yes, wonderful job. Any other judges? We'll wait a few moments for them to wave at me here. Okay, we have Ira coming forward. Ira, you're on.
Yes, sir. Great presentation. Again, I love your enthusiasm. The question I have for you is, in regards to the school systems, how are you getting this out to the school systems? We'll just say some of the underserved school systems.
At this point, I'm actually using Instagram as a base of catalyst to get out to them. But again, we're going to use Daniel, and I'm going to start doing some footwork to get out to them myself. I'm going to start making arrangements, and actually, I'm going to try to get meetings with them since we have 2 weeks off. I'm going to try to get all my ducks in a row, and we'll start calling them to actually make reservations to actually talk to them about this. We have everything already set up, all the way down from the plans to lessons and videos and how much it'll cost them.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Any more judge questions while we're waiting? We have about 1 minute and 50 seconds. Well, great job, Troy. In the meantime, while they're coming up with their questions, I just want to commend you. You have some great stage presence, and I think you're a shining example over some of our portfolio companies. They're coming in with some seasoned ability. We have Vercel with a question for you.
Okay.
Hey, Troy, great job. I enjoyed your presentation. I may have asked before, but is there a language focus? Obviously English, but do you plan on offering your products in other languages?
I'm glad you asked that question. Of course, we've already started that. French and Spanish. We're doing French, Spanish, and English, cards, everything. We want to reach out to everybody. STEM is not only for the United States. As a matter of fact, Danielle lives in Canada. So we're reaching out to everybody that we can. And as a matter of fact, our products are already ready to go. We're just ready to fire them off.
All right. Sounds good. Great.
All righty. Well, we got about 30 seconds or so, 35 seconds. Great job again, Troy. You have any parting words for us before you go? Use your time.
Thank you, Mr. Lloyd Sr. He has definitely been a great mentor to me. And I have every time I come down, I know I probably get on his nerve because I'm always there, but I really respect him and I appreciate what he's doing for all of us. That's it.
All right. Thank you so much. Stay backstage with us and we'll see you soon.
Okay.
All righty. Our next presenter will be The Know with Quinn Bro. I love how that rhymes. The Know with Quinn Bro. Okay, Quinn, here we go. Your time will start now.
Hello, I'm Quinn, the founder of The Know. The Know was created to streamline the business for the entertainment industry. The Know focuses on three main areas. We focus on analytics, collaboration, and booking. So the problem we found is that managing analytics is not convenient. Building a team is also difficult for artists.
I don't know. It looks like we lost him a little bit. Let's see if he can come back on here in the meantime. I know we may have some technical difficulties here. Let's see if he can get back up. Well, while he's waiting to get back up, if Greg is ready, we can go ahead and get started with you, Gregory Lashley, with mobile network infrastructure. All right, give us a few moments.
Yeah, I think you can start the timer once they get their slides up.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Go ahead when you're ready. Oh, there we go. And the time starts now. You're on mute, Greg. Gregory, we still can't hear you. You're on mute. Yes,
there we go. There we go. I see it now. All right. All right. My name is Gregory Lashley with Gulf Coast Mobile Network Solutions. My main focus right now is to resolve a problem with clients who are in rural areas who don't have reliable internet. Some of the issues that they're running into is that they have lack of knowledge of current setup. They have terrible customer service with no knowledge, no basic troubleshooting information, questions about their signal connection. My primary solution really is to go ahead and provide a strategic setup that would allow certain people to have, or these clients have, regular suburban home setups. At this time, it will require unique mobility setup with particular router and allow us to analyze data. The data that they would be able to analyze is data usage, signal strength, potential time, downtime, new mobile connections, with towers that are being built around the area like T-Mobile when they did the upgrade, geographical location, and more as technology grows. Now, with the setup, they do require specific type of devices, which right now we are using the one router right here on the left-hand side, which has the two antennas, which one will be for SIM cards for enhancement of connection and then Wi-Fi. The other two devices, which have a rectangular and like a little box type of antenna, is primarily for the internet that will give us the internet. Inside the setup, this is kind of how that main antenna is out there that's pointing towards the tower. And it will provide just the type of setup that you would have in suburban homes. So this antenna can actually be inside and outside. And for you to have the best signal, you will need to know where the nearest tower is at, which we will invest our own product to make sure that we find the right type of connection for it. And then you can fully be able to use the internet the way that you should have. So this local router has two different type of setups, which it has a local and it has a cloud management. Our company will be using the cloud management and we'll connect it to our application, which we're going to be using the API that will provide information to customers so that they will know their type of setup with better service, basic knowledge, and technical assistance for their signal strength. The manual submission is pretty much what I've been doing, which I would actually go into these routers and I would actually go ahead into the interface and I would make a copy of it. And I would just go ahead and send this over to the client so they can understand what they're using, what devices they're using, and they'll be able to kind of know what they need to manage when they have pretty much kind of limited internet. But the only things they do have, I guess, a throttle, which still they don't really feel any difference. It's just one of those things you want to.
Great job. Great job. I'm going to have the judges come forward now. Your 5 minutes starts now with questions. Judges, just wave your hand if you're ready. Okay. Bridget's coming up with the first question.
Greg, great presentation. Can you talk to me a little bit more about your revenue model? What is your pricing model, should I say?
Yeah, so for right now, the first thing we start out with is the service, which we are charging $50 a month for it, additional from the price that they pay for the internet, which is $199. And then after that, I also am a partner with one of the company, and I get passive income for that too as well. So I put all that in there and use that for my investment. And I will make sure that the client knows what they're going to be buying, so they know they're using it for more like an investment.
Okay. Are you currently pre-revenue right now?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. Okay. So if you're not pre-revenue, how do you what was your go-to-market strategy?
My go-to-market strategy was really, for right now, I'm just kind of providing the solution. And then I guess I am pre-revenue, but the only thing is that I don't know if it's really set up in a more organized way. And that's kind of why I'm here, to kind of get that additional assistance for it, to understand more what I can do to make this even a better, higher revenue streamline.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Gregory.
Uh-huh.
All right. Thank you, Gregory. Next judge. Ira's coming forward and followed by Brian.
All right. Thank you, Gregory. One of the questions that I have is, have you thought about taking advantage of some of the grant opportunities? Because there are a lot of opportunities for rural areas to be connected to the internet, which may be an opportunity for you to engage with municipalities to extend that service out there to them. Have you considered that as well?
I have considered it. I've been just kind of going word of mouth around my area so I can make sure that I have everything that I need so that they can go ahead and say, hey, this is where I want to go, this is where I want to take it.
Hi, Gregory. The question I had for you was, how do you plan out and reaching out to your customers? What kind of marketing do you plan on doing to let people know what you're doing and solution that you're providing for them?
So as of right now, I just told them it's pretty much just word of mouth. But if I need to go anywhere further, then I would definitely use, Facebook, Instagram, or any, social media platforms to, start, producing that. And then also have, Google ads, which they can have ads that can go out there and present it.
And as far as the customer is concerned, what kind of contracts will you be using for your revenue model?
So as of right now, we don't have to have contracts, but if I do put him on a contract, it'd be a 1 year to 3 year contract.
Great job. Great job. Do we have any more questions? How about a little less than 2 minutes? Okay. Vercel's coming forward.
Hey, Gregory. Great job. Look, I'm not quite sure if I understand your product. Are you providing statistics for the rural user, or are you providing connectivity?
Both.
Both. All right.
Yes. Yeah. So my past is I'm an IT consultant, but I also go ahead and, set up networks and do all these different type of things. So I just want to give them everything with my knowledge.
Okay. And connectivity. Look, I'm in a hotel right now because I've moved to a rural area where the network and the connectivity, the bandwidth is terrible. And I came here so I can judge tonight and have reasonable connectivity. So, you talking 5G? Are you talking something less with your hardware?
Yes, right now the good thing is that we are using T-Mobile and it is 5G. So we just have to go to your location and make sure everything is, I guess, available. And I can just go ahead and kind of give you that whole presentation and go from there.
Okay. All right. Great.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Well, we have about 30 seconds left. Do you have any words for us, Gregory, about your experience so far in this competition?
Yeah, well, this is my first one, so thank you all for, being pushy on it, especially Mr. Senior Lloyd. He always call me and text me for it. So thank you for your time, and definitely I would want to come back again for the next one.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, and wait backstage for us. Great presentation. Our next presenter is going to be Carlos Kyles with Polysol, and we'll have him pull him up momentarily. All righty. Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
Hi.
You are going to go ahead. I'll have your thing up, and your time starts now.
Polysol is an art company promoting healing as an art form. Bullying is used to climb the social hierarchy with fatal consequences. In fact, over 50,000 students have committed suicide as a result of bullying in the last 7 years. That's 20 suicides per day. The Anti-Bullying Act allowed Polysol to find creative ways to address the suicide rate by creating an app that connects students to counselors, art therapists, and tutors. The app is designed to give students access to resources to help them deal with bullying early on, since bullying incidents could potentially become criminal. Polysol competes with anti-bullying movements such as Flexing in My Complexion that empowers confidence. Polysol will empower students to heal, grow, and be the best version of themselves through therapeutic activities. Polysol will sell artwork on www.threadless.com for $12.99 by using the e-commerce business model. With sales and donations adding up to $92, positive feedback on my artwork, and a few potential customers, Polysol will grow into a company that will stand out in the creative industry with unique solutions, products, and services. The target market is students in grades K through 12. Polysol will expand its sales through social media and art markets. I am the sole proprietor who have partnered with Eduosity, and I have a mentor-mentee relationship with 1 Million Cups. If you would like to reach me, my cell phone is 850-206-9950, and my email is madridchina7@gmail.com. Polysol is in need of funding for art supplies and equipment. In summary, this is a huge opportunity to prevent tragic outcomes caused by bullying. When students learn to appreciate art and create art, they will foster mental wellness and a sense of accomplishment. Any questions?
Great job. Great job. I will bring forward Vercel with our first question.
Yes, Carlos, great job. Look, you just mentioned that you're looking for funding and equipment. What type of equipment would Polysol be interested or could utilize?
Well, Polysol would need a computer, a tablet, and equipment though to help with Facebook live streams, for making videos and for making different graphics and digital art.
Okay. All right. Got you. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Carlos, for your presentation. Question for you. How are you going about to partnering with, say, art therapists and counselors that will be able to help the students that are providing this artwork to our, in regards to bullying and things like that? So how are you partnering with those professionals?
Well, right now I plan on going to UWF though, and I want to talk with psychology students, and I want to talk with different psychologists though, like at different colleges. And there's other places as well though where I want to talk with counselors, tutors, and I especially want to talk with art therapists though at different college campuses and other places that have art therapists and different counselors.
Sir, thank you.
Carlos, thank you so much. I am really excited about your project, and I'd like to know: have you already began to uh, develop a relationship where you can begin a pilot for your app?
Oh, yes. I have partnered with Eduosity, and they have developed an app before, so I have partnered with them. I'm gathering like information, and I'm already got plans to develop, the app. And in addition, I also talk with other people, and that's where I get all my insight about bullying. Because for example, I talked with some local police officers, and they were the ones that helped me to understand though that one of the best ways to deal with bullying though is to deal with it, you know, to deal with it head on. And if not, though, it could lead to criminal activity in the future, which we've seen so many, you know, times before, though. So if we can help students deal with the issue, though, early on in schools, that could make a huge difference inside the school and outside the school.
Absolutely. I think this is very brave. Thank you so much, Carlos, for your time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All righty. Yes. Oh, wonderful job again. Any other judges have any questions for Carlos? We have about 2 minutes. Iris coming forward.
Yes, sir. In regards to scalability, being able to scale this into much broader and a greater market, how are you marketing this to the schools, ultimately to the parents and to the students that will be able to have this app and to utilize this app?
Well, the main way that I'm trying to scale though is through networking. Because lately I went to a Christmas bazaar locally, and I networked though with a local organization though called Drugs Erase Dreams, and they're a drug awareness program though that warn kids about drugs and about the issues connected with it though, such as bullying. And I share that though because I'm trying to network with organizations though that are connected with schools, such as Drugs Create, like Dreams. And I'm also, going to art markets as well. And the main way I'm trying to scale though is by connecting with like youth oriented organizations and being involved though with events like that though. That's a great way to connect with not just the kids but with the parents. Family friendly events.
Yes, sir. Very good. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, righty. Well. All righty. So we have about 30 seconds. Carlos, did you have anything you want to share with us before your time's up?
Oh, yes, sir. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you, Lloyd. And I just want to share real fast, though, that what drives me, though, is the fact that I was bullied growing up. But since that person didn't break me, though, it only made me stronger. And now I want to, use that passion to find creative ways, though, to make a difference, though, with this issue.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much. Stay backstage while we have our next presentation. Okay, our final presentation for this evening will be Quinn Bro. We'll have him come back up. His technical difficulties are kind of worked out, so we'll get him going, and then the judges will deliberate afterward. Also, after Quinn's question and answer time, we'll go into the networking time. So those of you who are on Hopin, you can click to the left, and you'll see the networking tab to network for about 30 minutes while the judges are in deliberation. Quinn, once you're up, your time will start. Okay, your time is starting now.
Hello, everyone. My name is Quinn Bro. I am the founder of The Know. The Know was created to streamline business for the entertainment industry. We focus on 3 things. We focus on analytics, collaboration, and booking. In our research, we found that managing analytics is not as convenient for artists and entertainers. Also, we found out that building a team is also difficult, seeing that you need a team to ensure success. And also getting paid is not always reliable in the entertainment industry. So currently we're developing an app that is going to consolidate your social and streaming analytics on one central platform so artists can make better business decisions. Also, you'll be able to collaborate with others as well as secure bookings more efficiently and transparently. So right now we're under development and the Know should be launching within the next couple of months. We're tentatively looking at April of 2022. Our landing page and interactive screens for our mockups will be available in January or right before January. And then before we actually started development, we took a survey of over 100 active industry participants to validate the need. So we believe artists and entertainers that take advantage of this platform will increase their control of their business now that they can make better business decisions, knowing where their analytics and their market is, as well as the entertainers will be more accessible to be booked, which will increase their revenue, as well as it'll be easy to build a team and collaborate with others wherever you're located. So our market is as listed: artists, producers, engineers, musicians, managers, and the like. So scalability, the entertainment industry is a $2 trillion industry. Our total addressable market is 660 million, and that is just based off of artists and managers alone. So my background, so I'm a solo founder. So my background, I have a master's in business with a focus in entertainment. I've been working in the industry for over 10 years in different capacities, but right now I am contracting out a development team to assist with development. So the Know is here to streamline the entertainment. The Know is here to streamline business for the entertainment industry and become an industry standard. Thank you.
Wonderful job, and perfect timing as well. Judges, let's see, we have Vercel coming forward, followed by Bridget.
Hey, Quinn, great job. Enjoyed your presentation. Look, talk to me about the competition. Who else is doing what you are implementing right now?
Yeah, so there are different components of what I'm doing that's available on different platforms, but currently I will be the only platform that is consolidating all three components. So there's not really a major component there or opponent there.
And the three components are analytics, collaboration,
and
bookings.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great job.
Thank you.
Hi, Quinn. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I thought you did a great job with this presentation. So I am super curious about how you intend to, I guess before I ask that, like, who is your specific target market for this?
Yeah.
Is it the artist? Is it the producer? Is it the marketer?
So it's actually the combination of all three, because again, it's about collaboration, and the different components actually make the artist who they are. So the artist is actually a micro business. So to function as a business, you need these different components to actually be successful. Every artist can't be a producer, but in order to put music out, you need a producer. A lot of artists don't like to manage their own business, so you may need a manager. So it's functionalities in there for each individual component.
Okay, and talk to me a little bit about the numbers. I do recognize that you're still under development, so you know I'm not gonna throw any kind of like hardball questions here. But how much would you say that it takes to run this type of business for a period of a year?
So right now, development is going to run roughly 250,000. So just by getting it up off the ground to sustain that, I mean, so right now my burn rate is about maybe 5,000 a month. So with that burn rate, I mean, to sustain that, I would need to at least double that in order to continue with the process.
Okay, so last question: Are you currently seeking outside investments right now?
Yes. So I wanted to make sure I had certain things in line to where they can actually get more information. For instance, the landing page. So that is one of the things that I wanted to actually implement, so I can go ahead and start seeking that investment. But I am talking and actually taking interest at this point. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other judges? We have about 1:44. Let's see. Waiting for those judges come in. Great job again, Quinn. You know how it is. Oh, Brian's coming in first.
Hello,
Brian.
Quinn. Good job presentation. Good job in your presentation. So, how do you plan to pull in your customers to get the business going when you're ready to do that?
Yeah, so one, I wanted to go ahead and get the landing page launched, so that way I can start generating some users interest, but also using my personal network. I've been also networking with different labels as well as artists in the industry. I still have some connections in Atlanta that are willing to push it out to their artists and start getting people using it. But it's just more so about getting the product out there so everybody will know. But I'm also looking at different areas when it comes to different schooling institutions that actually have artists that I could possibly sell to, like wholesale, in order to start getting that traction all the way through. Because our platform is a monthly subscription.
Now, as a reminder for me earlier, what competition do you have in this space?
Yeah, so it's really not that much competition. I say not that much because it's not direct competition. Because we do have like Sonic Bids is out there, which is a platform that caters towards the artists. You have Hootsuite that deals with analytics for artists as well, but they don't bring everything together on one platform to kind of make that streamlined.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much, Quinn. All right, we are now officially going into our deliberation. Congratulations to all the pitch winners and founders, and the new ones and the portfolio people. You all did a wonderful job. I'm going to invite my father, Lloyd Richard Sr., to come forward just to let us know what's going on and what we should be expecting.
Yes. So the judges are going to move over to Google Meet, and so they can collaborate on their judging, and the scoring is already looking pretty good. But so I'm asking the judges to go leave the studio and head over to Google Meet and start collaborating on the scores there.
Yes, and then we would love for our attendees to open up right into the networking, meet one another, and kind of to deliberate what you all have seen so far with each of our founders.
Yes, and so we'll keep everybody posted on when we definitely will be back up on stage at 8 o'clock. But if we get through earlier, I'll let everybody know, and because I don't think it's going to be. I don't think the judge is going to have to deliberate that long. Yes. So yes, that's kind of what the deal is. And so you can to do networking, you have to click on the event link and just click on the networking button. It should be live right now.
Awesome. Thank you. And we will have a slideshow presentation in the meantime, if you want to stick around here to learn a little bit more about Startup on the Blocks and our sponsors for this event today. All right. Great. Good luck deliberating, judges. Great job again, founders. And thank you all for coming. We'll be back to you just at 8 p.m. or just before. Okay. Looking for ways to make your business idea grow? Look no further. Kukua Institute invites you to Startups on the Blocks every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time. There you can network with fellow founders, get the training and practice, as well as all those resources that you need to make that business idea successful and profitable. Again, that's Startups on the Blocks every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central. Looking for ways to make your business idea grow? Look no further. Kukua Institute invites you to Startups on the Blocks every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time. There you can network with fellow founders, get the training and practice, as well as all those resources that you need to make that business idea successful and profitable. Again, that's Startups on the Blocks every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central. Looking for ways to make your business idea grow? Look no further. Kukua Institute invites you to Startups on the Blocks every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time. There you can network with fellow founders, get the training and practice, as well as all those resources that you need to make that business idea successful and profitable. Again, that's Startups on the Blocks every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George. I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse. I'm ready for war. I'm coming for throats to turn to a ghost. I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence to let them in. Chalk up their body, another one body, that's just how it go. I got some secrets, I'm shaking the game so they stay on their toes. Stay in your lane, I to stay on the go. I can play with the pros and act like a rookie, so they overlook me. Then I double up again, none of their knows. None of them cold, they just got lucky but never adapted. So I'm to the one if it's coming to blows. My enemies cutting it close. I let them think that they got me, but what do you know? I had them beat before we ever spoke. I'm ready for smoke. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where. I need everything. Trust me, I hear what
Yeah, we need those non-portfolio companies to come on backstage so we can get the award ceremony going on. We're going to do them first. So if the non-portfolio companies will come on backstage here. I'm going to bring Ira up. So Ira, tell us a little bit about the judging.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations to everyone that participated. I think you all did a phenomenal job in the time and effort that you was given. It does us well to be able to again assist you guys in what your endeavors are. As far as the judging with the non-portfolio, it was extremely tight to show you how good everyone did. But we ended up being basically having a winner, number one, and then we had actually the second place was both of those were tied, and we tried to split hairs, try to figure out which one outshined the other one, and they actually came out where we said, you know what, hey, they tied in that category. So, Lloyd, I think you said that we will be able to award them both for that second place.
Yes, and so Lloyd Jr., if you try to reach out to the other contestants to try to get them to come on back here, yeah, it was almost like we had a three-way tie for first place on this category. So that was pretty interesting.
Right.
So let's get this show on the road. Let's see if I can figure out how to get my slides going here. Yes. So one of the second place winners was Magenta Root Scalp Care. I think she has some great potential. What do you think, Aaron?
I think she has extremely great potential. We talked about the fact that you know she's already have some things established. One of the things I think that we as judges talked about was the fact that she's already in a heavily saturated market. However, there's some things that she could do to differentiate herself, to kind of separate herself from the pack. But we still look at and see a great potential with her.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Let's bring Monica up on the stage here.
She's already have some things established. I think that
come on, Monica.
Hello. Hi. I think it's a little bit behind. The delay. My filming is a little delayed on this end.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sounds like you playing something in the background.
See a great potential with that.
No.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Let's bring Monica.
Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you. I was trying to figure out where that extra stuff was coming.
It's a little delayed.
Okay.
Okay. Hello?
Yes, you're good.
There it is. I'm so sorry.
Right.
I think I was trying to watch it in another tab.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, my God, this is so exciting. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's what it actually sounded like. And so, yeah, when two tabs are going. But, yeah, congratulations. I think you did an excellent job. And learning how to pitch, you know, it's really a challenge. And one of the things I noticed in your presentation, you didn't in your answers to the judges, you didn't articulate to the judges that you had participated in a program with Target where they were actually teaching you how to get your product on shelves.
Yes.
So that would have been valuable information for the judges.
Sorry, I'm just trying to talk about Magenta Roots. That's what I was trying to get across. But yes.
Yes, yeah. So that's so. Ira, what do you have anything else to say on behalf of the First Bank?
Well, I tell you one thing again. I say we're pleased to offer this and be honored to be a sponsor, and just want to tell you a job well done and keep up the good work, and look forward to seeing you progress even further.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity.
Okay, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, next second place winner is Yota Security. Is Mike in the audience? I don't, let's see. Does anybody see Mike in the audience? Okay, all right. So I'll try to try to text him if you can, Lloyd Jr., to try to get him to come back there. All right, so we'll go on to our let's see. So I guess we were in suspense for our first place winner. All righty. So any comments about this, about the Yoda Security?
Yeah, I just think that, again, it was such a close race, a close idea as far as in presentation, that it really was hard to just split hairs on it, because they both were, again, phenomenal in what they brought. I think they are all touching particular markets that are needed. And so with that being said, I just look forward to some great things to happen from them.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So, drum roll, first place winner is Icon Tradables. Where is Elijah? Let's see. There he is. Okay.
Sorry, is everything clear on your end?
Yeah, congratulations on Elijah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, and so you did a great job. And what comments do you have, Ira?
Well, again, congratulations, Elijah, for a job well done. I just think that overall that your knowledge and idea in regards to what's hot today, the NFTs and that space, I think that you carved out a tremendous niche for yourself. And I just think that if you continue to grow it and grow with as it continues to blossom, I think you got some really, really high potential there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All righty. Any other judges got any comments on this one? I think there was a lot of discussion. If you raise your hand, I'll bring you up. If anybody else want to make any comments. All righty. So congratulations there.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I want to say again, I appreciate everyone for allowing me to present today. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
We do have Mike here in the background, so we want to bring him forward for the second prize.
Okay, go ahead and bring him forward. Okay, there's Mike. All right. You don't want your money, man?
Somebody sent me a text. Come back on the stage. You won. With my shirt back on. Yeah, but thank you very much. I appreciate all the efforts and hard work getting this done. I know it's nice. I've organized conferences and things like in the past. So major work. So Lloyd, your team, and the judges. So thank you very kindly. This is not the first you're going to hear about Yoda Sec and how we're making a change in the community. So, keep your ears and eyes open. We're going to do the best we can to make a difference and fill up cybersecurity.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And congratulations.
All right.
Thank you kindly. I appreciate it.
Okay. All righty. Let's see. Let's go over to our portfolio companies. Let's see what we have here. Second place, mobility network infrastructure. Greg, where are you? Let's see. There he is. Okay. All right. Congratulations, Greg.
Hey, thank you very much. Wow, I didn't even expect that. I felt like I messed up a little bit there on some things, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think it was, there was almost a tie for second place there, so it was actually pretty close. But so Ari, you have any comments about this particular?
Yes, sir. So for Greg, again, congratulations on your presentation. I think that there is a tremendous and a huge upside to to your business model, for what you have. And I think that if you continue, I think the judges all agree with me on this, is that there is such a huge potential for you that it really pushed you over the edge as far as in this competition, this part of it. Oh, so again, congratulations and good luck in the future.
Thank you. Thank you.
Brian, what did you think about this particular one?
Well, the categories again were hard to grade. I applaud Lloyd for working through and creating a summary sheet for us, for discussing it. All the judges had a hard time deliberating on who to pick. We pulled the scores in, and we truly felt that mobility network infrastructure, you have a great potential, and you're sitting in kind of a little bit of a gold mine now. And it's just finding the correct resources. It's using some marketing for strategizing, as far as using social media, as far as using the newspapers, using the TV, to get your message out about what you have on your plate. I do want to recommend that you also go to one of the things that me and Lloyd are involved in, called the 1 Million Cups, where you can go and present your presentation to a group of investors and business entrepreneurs to give you feedback, give you thoughts. They may have some great connections for you to make even a bigger impact in the community. So congratulations on this, and look forward to seeing you grow in your business.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think I appreciate you saying that, Brian. I think a lot of the founders don't realize that you have to kind of develop a reputation in the community and the ecosystem, not just here in Pensacola, but in the region and across the United States, so people know what you're working on. And if people like what you're working on, you can attract some really good mentors, and you can get into these programs. And so I think that's kind of what's important there. Any final thoughts from you, Greg?
Thank you very much for every single recommendation. I will follow through with it. Lloyd, you've been on me like crazy, and so I definitely need to take this forward. I do have clients already who have it, so it is going and it is strong. So I just want to be able to now really take that to the next level. So thank you very much.
Yeah, and I think on your presentation, I will comment on this because you're already started developing your cloud application, but I don't know if I heard you say anything about that.
Yes, I did. I actually invested with the developer, which is a very good friend of mine, and we are linking up, and we're going to create an app that's going to be automating all the information that I want to pass out to the clients, which means it could even go more. And we know about I don't know if you know about hotspots, helium, and all these different things, but all these things come in together so that infrastructure can be just 10 times bigger in the near future.
All righty, fantastic. All righty, so
hey, Lloyd, I think there was only one other thing that I think that we missed out on, and I think Greg, you were solving a solution. You found that was a problem out there in your day-to-day activity, and you found the solution. I don't think you articulated that to the judges, but I think that's something huge for us to know.
Right. Yes.
All righty. Sounds fantastic. All righty. Okay, so let's go for our first prize here. Drum roll. I guess we gotta get some drum roll music. Yeah, dribbles. So, and Troy. Yeah, congratulations, Troy.
Thank you.
Yes, and so Brian, what comments did you have on this particular founder?
Yeah, I mentioned it when we were doing the judging, asking the questions, that you can just feel Troy's passion for his company, the excitement he has. He has a well thought out plan and how to address it and deal with it. He sees the obstacles that he has, and he finds ways to have solutions for. So it's very powerful. And one of the things we want to mention that Lloyd mentioned some of the prize pieces of this is that our chamber and Pensacola Greater Chambers are going to be given a free membership for the chambers for a year. And that's your ability to network, getting directories. When necessary, plan to have have like a ribbon cutting or grand opening. So it's a great way to connect. I think, like I say, you did a great presentation. You could pitch to anybody, and they would definitely want to be part of what you're doing. So great job, Troy.
Thank you.
All righty, that sounds fantastic. What about you, Ira?
Yes, sir, Troy. I think it goes without saying, from the moment you started, I was connected. It was like, okay. I mean, because you had everything lined up. It was clear. It was concise. Even when we asked a question, you had already thought well ahead of advanced and enough to know, hey, this is what some of the judges may ask, so I'm prepared for that. And I think just the whole preparation, and not only that, but the actual product and services that you're going to provide are top notch. So again, congratulations on a job well done.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And I would say like it's Troy has a lot of experience in the entertainment industry, and he kind of leveraged some of that with his products. But I guess he didn't really highlight any of that stuff either. So and I think Troy's had several gold records, I believe, and so he's got some really good connections to kind of helping move forward. And so I think the point I make here is a lot of the founders have some really good background and experience, and I think it doesn't take too long to kind of tout what experience you have, that you can leverage that experience to this particular solution that you're building. And I think that's what the point I would like to make there. And so it's a lot to learn, and that's why we actually do the weekly networking, so people can actually meet other people and learn what they do to pitch, and we have our office hours, so you can actually ask questions, and then we have the mentor. So you just have to leverage all these people to so you can learn how to articulate your solution great. Congratulations again, Troy.
Thank you.
All righty. And so the last thing we want to do is the Kukua Institute has a bunch of sponsors, and in general, but we really appreciate all of them, but we're definitely grateful to the ones that support Startup on the Blocks directly. And so we have, this will be our last event for the year, but we have some great things planned for 2022. We received some additional funding to expand our ability to do our training. So all the finalists and the semifinalists, we're going to invite them in to kind of take advantage of some of these tools. And the one tool that we're going to launch early next year is it's the Lean Stack, Lean Canvas Accelerator in a Box. And the first few modules of that is actually all about pitching your idea clearly and concisely. And I think that's going to be an excellent tool for our our portfolio companies to leverage to kind of move forward. And we're working on quite a few more things, and our sponsors appear to be supporting us, and we're going to continue to work with our at the first, and I definitely want to give the first some kudos. We've been working with them, and they've been supporting the Kukua Institute. They even help us get like a $5,000 grant for the Kukua Institute. So we really appreciate their support, in all aspects of that. And Brian, I can't thank you enough for being right there. I wish Chris was here too. So Brian and Chris, have been our partners from day one and helping us move forward. So the Minority Chamber is really looking out for you all, and so I can't think the Minority Chamber gets these is a really good connecting point, because a lot of the stuff we do with Startup on the Blocks, it actually comes through the chamber, through the Minority Chamber. And so Brian referred us to Jolisa, and I have a meeting with Jolisa tomorrow to go after some more funding. And for those of you all that were, Troy and all you all that were in the newspaper, that was a result of Brian, working with us and connecting us. And so Brian, I'm hoping you can get the thing set up where so that our winners can actually be on Channel 3 next week. So hopefully Kelsey will fit us in.
Yeah, I pitched the idea already, and she's going to work on it, depending on her schedule. But
okay,
we'll find ways to fit it in. If not now, later.
Okay, fantastic. So, any other comments, Lloyd Jr. or Brian?
Just one last thing: the fact that to everyone on the call, it's kind of like an iceberg. Today, you've seen the finished product, which is above the ocean, and is small underneath the ocean. There's a big, huge amount of work that Lloyd Jr., Lloyd Sr., Lloyd's whole family, his friends, everybody does to make this happen. So I do want to applaud them for that. Lloyd and Lloyd have been faithful on this, and you guys, it's just amazing what you do for our community. And like I said, I think we're going to grow even more next year as a group when we're getting out of the COVID, we're getting back in person again. So I'm excited about that, but we appreciate all the time, energy you put in here, Lloyd, and everyone that supports you.
All right. Thank you all. And I appreciate everyone. Thank all the judges again, Bridget and Ira, Burcell, and you too, Brian. And thank Chris for doing our streaming out on Facebook and all that stuff. So I could go on and on. We'll look out for our newsletter, and we'll have all the events listed for starting in January and February. So just remember, we do weekly events on Thursday, and get your friends to get on our email list and all that good stuff. Thanks again.
Yep. Thank you all. Have a great one, and happy holidays to everyone.
All right, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody.
Thank you all.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.